After inviting my stepdaughter's grieving mother to live with us following her accident, I discovered my husband's affair with her one that began before our daughter's passing. So, my stepdaughter Becca, who was just 14, tragically passed away about a month ago. It's been unbelievably tough because I've been in Becca's life since she was 7, and we were super close. My husband, Derek, who's 40, his ex-wife Sam, who's 38, and I'm 35, have always gotten along really well. Honestly, there hasn't been any drama in the 7 years Derek and I have been together. Sam has always been super nice to me, and she was totally cool with Becca calling me Mom, too. Right after Becca passed, Sam was hit really hard with anxiety and depression. She couldn't be alone, and since she doesn't have family besides us, we invited her to stay with us. She mostly just stays in Becca's room and sleeps, which I completely get. I keep telling her that I'm here for her and that she should take all the time she needs to grieve, no pressure to go back to her place just yet. Anyway, today I needed to run some errands, so I asked Sam if she wanted to come with me to get out of the house for a bit. She said she'd rather stay and sleep. So I told Derek I was heading out and would be back in a couple of hours. He works from home, so I also asked him to check on Sam now and then, maybe try to get her to eat something. After making a stop at the post office, I realized I'd forgotten the library book I needed to return, so I headed back home. When I walked in the door, I heard moaning coming from our bedroom. My heart completely shattered. I knew exactly what was happening. Feeling crushed and unsure, I decided to confront them. I walked into the bedroom and started yelling at both of them. Sam had an anxiety attack and ran to the bathroom, while Derek kept apologizing like crazy. When I demanded an explanation, Derek said they made lunch together and started talking about Becca, sharing memories. Then Sam kissed him, and he didn't pull away. It somehow ended with them in bed. They kept begging me to understand that it was just their grief driving them to be intimate, and that it was a huge mistake. I feel so stuck. I love Derek and Sam, but what they did breaks my heart. A lot of people online have been commenting on my situation. Some say that grief isn't an excuse for cheating, and that it's a deal breaker for them. I get that. I'm also struggling to see how grief justifies cheating. What happens the next time he's sad and thinking about divorcing him, but I'm really anxious about doing it right after losing Becca. Some folks suggested practical advice, like changing the locks if the house is in my name. Others recommended that I stay strong and not listen to his excuses. They've been really supportive, and I appreciate it so much. Yes, I'm in therapy and have been seeing my therapist for the past 3 years about other issues. She's been incredibly helpful, especially now. I saw her just yesterday, and it helped me figure some things out. Update as of May 11th, 2024. I've decided to file for divorce. I can't trust Derek anymore. It hurts so much because we had an amazing relationship, and this was a complete shock. Last night, Derek came over to talk and ended up confessing a lot more. Turns out, it wasn't their first time having sex. They'd been sleeping together for 3 months before Becca passed away. I'm utterly heartbroken. Sam also reached out, thanked me for everything, and apologized. I didn't respond, I just blocked her. I did so much for her and considered her a friend, so this betrayal cuts even deeper. I know I need to leave Derek and cut them both out of my life, even though it's incredibly hard. Some people have said I deserve this because I should have known better than to let Sam into our home around Derek. But you have to understand, I'm a trusting person who believes in the goodness of others. I thought Sam was amazing, and it never crossed my mind that something like this could happen. I appreciate everyone who's left kind messages and supportive comments. They've been a lifeline during this insanely difficult time. In terms of where Derek is staying, he's in a hotel since our friends won't let him bunk with them. He's lost a lot of people over these awful decisions. He has tried to get me to reconsider the divorce, begging me not to go through with it, but I need him to respect my decision and let me go. So, I was way too exhausted to argue with him about this, and he finally agreed to the divorce. I'm still baffled about why Derek isn't crashing with Sam. He told me he didn't want to keep hurting me, so he told Sam they were done for good and that they had no reason to talk anymore. Honestly though, who knows if that'll stick? They might end up back together, but at this point, I just want some peace. As for why Derek cheated, he said they reconnected one night while I was at my mom's. He was stressed because we weren't conceiving and had miscarriages, so he vented to Sam, and one thing led to another. Gross, I know. It's disgusting of both of them. Feel free to ask anything else, and I'll try to answer. I really appreciate everyone's support and advice. Oh, about what happened to Becca, it was really sudden. She died in a car accident with one of her friends and the friend's parents. On whether Derek's parents support him or not, I get along well with Derek's mom, but he's a mama's boy, so it's complicated. She'll always be there for him. He'd stay with her if she didn't live across the country. She knows about what he did and even talked to him. But of course, he's still her son, so she'd help him with anything. It makes me sad to think I might need to cut her out of my life too, because we were close and talked almost daily about whether we have kids. See, we've had 6 miscarriages, all in the first trimester. More updates as of May 14th, 2024. I just found out Derek is staying with Sam, and not at a hotel like he said. He told me hotels were too expensive, and Sam is the only one who'll help him right now. I kinda saw this coming, and knowing they're probably still sleeping together breaks my heart. I talked to a lawyer this morning, and we're moving forward with the divorce. Derek agreed to it, so it's happening. It's a relief that he's not fighting me on this. My mom leaves on Sunday, and I'm scared to be alone, but I go back to work on Monday, so I'm hoping that'll be a good distraction. I'll keep updating if anything else happens. Thanks so much, everyone. Someone asked how I found out he was staying at Sam's place. Well, he texted me this morning after we talked to the lawyers and said he just wants to be honest with me. I told him to stop updating me on his life. It's not something I need to know. It feels like he wanted to tell me just to hurt me. As for how I'm doing, thanks for asking. I'm doing a bit better today. My mom and I went on some nature walks and spent time in the garden this afternoon. Gardening makes me feel closer to Becca since she loved it so much. On May 15th, 2024, I decided to go through some of Becca's stuff and found her diary. I'm torn about reading it. Part of me thinks it'll help me feel closer to her, but part of me feels it's wrong too. I haven't told Derek I found it, and I'm unsure if I should. What would you do? And about whether I was close with Becca before she passed, I was. She told me everything, but I think all parents feel that way about their kids, so I'm a bit nervous to read it. Just a little update from May 19th, 2024. My mom's leaving in a couple of hours, so I'll be alone. She's been helping me stay distracted and kept me going. I'm nervous about how we'll handle being alone, but I go back Al's work tomorrow, which should help. Also, I ended up reading some of Becca's diary, and it made me love her even more. She was such a sweetheart. She mentioned noticing some weird behavior between Derek and Sam, but didn't know about the affair. I might read more, but so far, it's just typical teenage stuff: crushes, fights with friends, happy family memories. Tomorrow, I'll talk to my lawyer again, so I might have more updates. Thanks for the ongoing love and support, everyone. Last update for a bit, May 26, 2024. I've been getting a lot of messages and comments lately, so I figured I'd give another little update. My first week back at work went surprisingly well. My coworkers were super helpful and patient with me. On Friday night, I decided I didn't want to stay home alone all weekend, so I drove up to my mom's and spent the long weekend with her. It really helped. For those sending me hateful messages about reading Becca's diary, you have no idea what I'm going through. Calling me a bad mom for trying to feel close to my daughter during one of the hardest times of my life is just ridiculous. I learned so much more about her, and it's helping me cope. I don't have much else to update on right now, but I'll come back once the divorce is finalized. Thanks again to everyone who's been kind and supportive. Your help means the world to me and makes me feel less alone. Oh, and Sam saw my Reddit post and is threatening to sue me. So, on June 1st, 2024, Sam went ahead and created this fake Facebook profile just to message me. She said she wants to sue me for sharing details about what happened with her and Derek. Apparently, Derek is backing her on this. I seriously don't need this drama right now. Is it such a crime to vent about my life to people online? All I want is for life to get better. I'm just so exhausted. Really, Sam? And you too, Derek? Oh, and guess what? Sam even jumped into the comments section to message me directly here. I just ended up blocking her. I've got this feeling it's an empty threat just to mess with me, but who knows? Her message said something like this. So, I was scrolling through TikTok and stumbled upon an account that reads Reddit posts. And guess whose post they read? Yours. First, you tell friends and family. Then you go around broadcasting our life story to strangers. I can't believe you did that. It's not just your business to tell. Becca would be so disappointed in you. Be prepared, because I think I'm going to sue you for this. It was no one else's business. You did this to yourself. Remember that. I'm completely baffled that she thinks Becca would be disappointed in me. Seriously, WTF? New update. I don't think I can do this anymore. It's now June 11th, 2024, and I've tried to be as strong as possible, but I'm really struggling. So much is happening, and I'm just so incredibly tired. How can I keep going? I just want to be with Becca again. I miss her so much. Her smile, her laugh, even her cheesy dad jokes when I was feeling down. I miss her love for gardening with me, seeing her new drawings, and her beautiful eyes. I miss everything about her. I just want her back. I need her back. Edit. I'm okay. I just needed a space to vent. I've been getting so many messages asking if I'm alright, and I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who reached out. I am okay, and I will be okay. Some days are harder than others, but I think I'll get through this. I'm so grateful for the little community I have here. Thank you all so much. On a tragic note, Sam took her life on June 20th, 2024. By July 4th, I'm still trying to wrap my head around everything. Despite all the hurt she caused me, this is not something I ever wanted. And now Derek is blaming me for it, feeling all kinds of emotions and needs some time away again. But I wanted to update you all. Thanks for all the love and support. People have been asking how I'm doing after Becca's death, and now with Sam is passing. I just hope Becca and Sam are together again and at peace. That's all I hope for. Thank you.